again and welcome back. Welcome to class 364. To get. To get is to receive. I got 3 letters yesterday, the day before yesterday. To get is to arrive at. I got to Barcelona at 11 p.m. To get also is to obtain. I got my driver's license when I was 16. And to get is ir a por algo. Voy a ir a por un vaso de agua. O voy a ir a por agua. I'm going to go and get. I'm going to go and get some water. I'm going to go and get some water. I'm going to go and get some water. I'm going to. Now, los verbos reflexivos. Casarse, to get married. Cansarse, to get tired. Ponerse enfermo, enfermar, to get ill, to get sick. Ponerse enfermo. Empeorar, to get worse. Empeorarse también. Ponerse mejor, to get better. Oscurecer, to get dark. Enfadarse, to get angry, to get mad. Oscurecer, es ensuciarse, to get dirty. Levantarse, to get up. Confundirse, me confundí. To get confused, to get mixed up, to get confused. I got confused. I'm getting confused. Me estoy confundiendo. I'm getting mixed up. Mezclado arriba, literalmente. Mixed, con la X en medio de mixed. Escrito mixed, mixed up. Escuchen la fonética. ¿Cómo se dice mezcla? Mix, mix. Y los tupper, para comer. Los tupper, los contenedores, recipientes. Mixed upper, mixed up, mixed up. Se dice más, to get mixed up, to get confused. Okay, but to get confused is perfect. To get confused. I'm getting confused. Yes. I'm getting mixed up. Mixed up. Okay, to get mixed up, to get confused. Entriste, ponerse triste, to get sad. Don't get sad. Please don't get sad. Lesionar, to get injured. Yo diría to be injured. I was injured, to get injured. Vestirse, to get dressed. To get dressed. Perderse, to get lost. Me perdí. Twice I have gotten lost in the Madrid neighborhood of Carabanchel. I know Madrid perfectly, except that area. Twice in the past 10 years, I have gotten lost in that area. To get lost. No te pierdas por ahí. Don't get lost. Don't get lost. Hacerse daño. To get hurt. To get injured. To get hurt. Deprimirse. No te deprimas. Don't get depressed. Depressed. Escrito depressed. Pronunciado depressed. Y alárgame la S si puedes. Inténtalo. Depressed. Not because in natural speech, we don't lengthen the S, but I want you to practice the st, this phonetic sound. Depressed, 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 depressed. Okay, don't get depressed. No te deprimas. Emborracharse is to get drunk. Emborrachémonos esta noche. Let's get drunk. Hey, Marta, let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. To get drunk, not recommendable. To get organized, mira, me tengo que organizar ya de una vez. I have to get organized. I need to get organized. I'm a very disorganized person. Soy una persona muy desorganizada. Lo más importante es esto, ese sonido fonético. Domina ese sonido fonético. Yo soy I'm a very disorganized person. So, I need to get organized. I need to get organized. Me aburro. Soy mucho aquí en España. Me aburro. I'm getting bored. To get bored. Are you getting bored? Are you getting bored with me? Are you getting tired of this class? Are you getting bored? If you're getting bored, change the channel. You know, you have a remote. You have a remote control. Mando a distancia, we say un control remoto. Pero tienes un remoto. You have a remote. Use it. If you're getting bored, if I am boring you, if I bore you, it means you are getting bored. If I bore you, si te aburro, o si te estoy aburriendo. If I am boring you, that means two things. This class is boring, and you are bored. So, if you're bored because this class is boring, change the channel. Use your remote. You can make me go away or disappear with your thumb. All right? Bop. And you can make me disappear. So, to get bored, I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored with these lights. I'm getting bored with this. I'm getting bored with life. Richard, is it true? Is it true that you're getting bored with life? No, it's not true. I'm not getting bored. I'm not getting bored. Bored. Escrito bored. I'm not getting bored with life yet. Winston Churchill, his last words before he died, when he was dying, his last words, this is true. Churchill's final words before dying was, I'm bored with it all. Estoy aburrido de todo esto. I'm bored with it all. Con ello todo, literalmente. I'm bored with it all. All right. Winston Churchill lived a very colorful, very interesting life. Yes. He was a Prime Minister of Great Britain. He was the Nobel Prize for Literature. He didn't write a single piece of fiction. He didn't write a novel. He didn't write short stories. He didn't write poetry. Everything he wrote was non-fiction. However, he won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1953, 52, 54. In the early 50s, he won the Nobel Prize. Ganó el Premio Nobel. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature, and he didn't write a single work in fiction or poetry, nonfiction. So he lived a very colorful, very interesting, fascinating life. But he got bored with life. And on his deathbed, says, en su lecho de muerte, decimos en su cama de muerte. On his deathbed, the last sentence he said was, I'm bored with it all. So apparently, Mr. Churchill got bored, or at least in his last years, he was getting bored with life. So to get bored, aburrirse, to get organized, ponerse celoso, to get jealous. Don't get jealous. No te pongas celoso. Don't get jealous. Asustarse, to get scared. Don't get scared. Engordar. Am I getting fat, Marta? No. I need to lose 4 kilos, but here, I'm not getting fat. But I need to lose about 3 kilos. I need to lose about 3 kilos. But I'm not getting fat. Are you getting fat? ¿Estás engordando? No. Tiene un buen tipo. She has a very nice figure. Yes. So she's not getting fat. She's not getting fat. Are you getting fat? To gain weight is ganar peso. The British often say to put on weight. Now, to gain weight can be good or bad. If you're ill and you're very thin, you need to gain weight. It's positive. But if you're already slim, it's not good to gain weight. So get fat. Are you getting fat? All right. If you eat too much, you'll get fat. If you take in more calories than you burn, si ingestas. If you take in, tomar dentro, if you take in more calories than you burn, you will progressively get fatter and fatter. To get fat. Ponerse grande, to get big. Disgustarse, to get upset. No te disgustes conmigo. Don't get upset with me. It's not my fault. I have to finish this class after 26 minutes. Every time the class is over, you get upset. You say, why? Don't stop, Richard. I want you to continue. I want you. Want you. Mi amigo Juancho. No. Tu amigo want you. Ah, want you. Sí, tengo dos amigos, Juancho y want you. Ah, want you, yo quiero que tú. O que usted. I want you. Quiero que continúes. I want you. I want you, Juancho. Juancho, ¿qué quieres? I want you. Oye, Juancho. Juancho. Hey. Juancho, I want you to continue. I want you to continue, Juancho. I want you to continue. So, don't get upset. If I don't continue after 26 minutes, it's not my fault. So don't get upset. Don't te disgustes. Claro, siempre mantienes dentro tu enfado. Entonces no te enfadas. No, you don't get angry. But it's clear that you are getting upset. All right, disgustarse. Enriquecer, to get rich. I'm going to get rich with this class. The more books you buy, the richer I get. That's true, yeah. Not true. Yeah, well, if all of Spain and Latin America buys these books, maybe I'll get rich. To get rich, yes. My objective when I turned 20, cuando cumplí los 20 años, fíjate en City cuando torné, when I turned 20, I made the decision to get rich. I'm going to get rich before the age of 30. That was my first objective. I'm going to get rich before the age of 30. But when I reached the age of 30, I wasn't rich. So I modified my goal, my objective. And I said, I'm going to get rich before the age of 40. Well, I turned 40 and I still wasn't rich. So I needed to modify my objective again. I said, I'm going to get rich before the age of 50. Sorry, it didn't work. I didn't get rich. Then I said, I'm going to get rich before the age of 60. Tampoco. It didn't happen. And I'm still trying. I'm still trying to get rich. And I have come to the realization. Escucha, curiosa forma. He llegado a la realización. He llegado a darme cuenta. I've come to the realization that getting rich is not fun. The trying to get rich is fun if you're psychologically balanced. All right. But getting rich has never been my objective. It's not my objective to get rich. Get rich. But if everybody buys these books, my company will get rich. All right, maybe. Who knows? Ponerse duro, to get hard. Mojarse, to get wet. Yes. No te mojas. Don't get wet. It's raining outside. If you go outside without an umbrella, you're going to get wet. To get wet. Y traspapelarse, to get misplaced. Bueno, también, se me traspapeló. It got misplaced. I misplaced it. So, here you have the list. To get married, to get tired, to get worse, to get sick, to get ill, to get up, to get dressed. Los más corrientes, a ver. Bueno, casarse is to get married. Cansarse, to get tired. No te canses de mí. Don't get tired of me. Te estás cansando de mí, ¿a que sí? You're getting tired of me, aren't you? Aren't you? Segundo hermano de Carmenchu. You're getting, ¿a que sí? You are getting tired of me, aren't you? Ahora, pronunciación normal. You're getting tired of me, aren't you? You're getting tired of me, aren't you? ¿A que sí? Aren't you? Aren't you? You're getting tired of me, aren't you? Get tired. To get worse. To get better. Things are getting better. Things are getting worse. It's getting dark. Está oscureciendo. Está empezando a oscurecer. It's starting to get dark. It gets dark now around Well, in Spain, in the summer, in the spring and in the summer, well, half the year in Spain, the clock, the time, is 2 hours ahead of the sun. 2 hours ahead of the sun. Now, the other half of the year, from November to April, the time is 1 hour ahead of the sun. So in Spain, we never have solar time. The time is either or. O. Una hora por delante o 2 horas por delante del sol. The time in Spain is either 1 hour ahead of the sun or 2 hours ahead of the sun. Right now, the time is 2 hours ahead of the sun. So, por lo tanto, that means that it gets dark quite late. Now we are in the month of May, I think. I think because we do these programs before. We record these programs before. And in the month of May, it gets dark around 9:15, 9:30. In June, on June 21st, it gets dark around 10:30 at night. It's crazy. But Spanish people like the sunlight. I like the sunlight too. Yes. All right. But I personally prefer solar time. All right, so to get dark, to get angry, to get irritated. Me irrité. I got irritated. Me irrité con Marta ayer. I got irritated. ¿Lo notaste? Did you notice? She noticed. She's nodding her head that I got irritated with her yesterday. But I didn't get angry. I got irritated. Oh, what's the difference? Well, to get angry means to show anger. Mostrar enfado, enojo. To show anger. No, I simply got irritated, to get confused. Hey, Marta, is this class 363 or 364? 3 or 4? It's 364, right? No, so I always get confused. I always get mixed up. Yes. I always get confused. Yes. Between cerezas y fresas. Cherries and strawberries. I always get them mixed up. How can you get mixed up cherries and strawberries? They're very different. No, they're not. They're very similar. They're both red. Yeah. Okay, fine. But that's all. They taste different. They look different. How can you get them mixed up? How can I get them? I don't know, but I always get them mixed up. Yes. For example, no por madrugar amanece más temprano. Yeah. I always say no por mucho tempranar amanece más madruga. What? I always get mixed up. So I always get it mixed up. I always get confused. All right. I always get confused. To get. Don't get sad. Get up, get dressed. I get dressed every day before coming here. I get dressed by myself. I don't need another person to dress me. Vísteme despacio que tengo prisa. No, me visto. I get dressed. Nobody dresses me. Now, if I were handicapped, perhaps I would need somebody to help me. But I think most handicapped people can get dressed on their own. Por su propia cuenta. I think to get dressed. Okay, to get lost. Have you ever gotten lost? Yes, a few times in my life. Yes, are you lost now? No, I'm not lost. I know where I am. I'm in the television studio. How do you know you're in the studio? Oh, I can tell. Puedes decir. No, I can tell. Se nota. Se nota. Lo noto, lo percibo, lo veo, lo distingo. I can tell. How do you know you're in the television studio? I know perfectly well where I am. I haven't gotten lost. I'm in the television studio. I can tell. How can you tell? Well, because the lights, the camera, Marta, the pencils, the microphone, the guitar. I can tell. All right. to get lost, to get bored. Richard, do you get bored easily? No, I never get bored. Never. I don't remember, I don't know what it's like to get bored. I don't know what it's like to get bored. Do you understand the sentence? ¿Has entendido lo que acabo de decir? Escucha. I don't know what it's like to get bored. I don't know what it's like to get bored. Ahora más despacio, vamos a desmenuzar. I don't know what it is like to get bored. To be like, no sé cómo es aburrirse o aburrirme. Nunca me he aburrido en la vida. I've never been bored. I've never gotten bored in my life. Never. Well, maybe in primary school. Huh? No. But my mind is working. My mind entertains me, even when I was a little boy. I never get bored. I never get bored. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like. ¿Cómo es enseñar inglés por la tele? What's it like? Ya saltado aquí. What's it like? What is it like teaching on television? What's it like teaching on the radio? What's it like living in a country, a foreign country like Spain for you, Richard, who's American? What's it like? And what's it like to get bored? I don't know what it's like to get bored. I don't know what it's like to get bored. To get bored, to get jealous, to get fat. I'm not getting fat for the moment, all right. To get wet, yeah. When was the last time you got wet? Oh, about 2 months ago, yeah. I got caught. Me pillé, o sea, una lluvia me pilló. O sea, me encontré I didn't have an umbrella, and I was about 2 kilometers from my house, and I walked. And it was raining cats and dogs. It was pouring down rain. It was raining cats and dogs. And I got wet. Yeah. But I was wearing a baseball cap. A baseball cap? Yeah, I was wearing a baseball cap. Why were you, Richard, why were you wearing a baseball cap? Because I always wear a baseball cap when I go out and take walks. And why do you always wear a baseball cap? Primera frase, pasado continuo. Segunda frase, o pregunta, presente habitual. Why were you wearing a baseball cap? Ahora presente habitual, because I always wear. And why do you always wear a baseball cap when you take a walk? I wear a baseball cap para que la gente no me reconozca. ¿Para qué? Escuche el para qué. I wear a baseball cap so that people can't recognize me, or so that people don't recognize me. Well, why? Well, because people stop me every 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And nice, they're very, wow, Senor Vaughan. It's nice. But I prefer the anonymity when I take a walk. So, about 1 month ago or 2 months ago, I got wet. To get wet, I got wet, etc. So, the list is here. Yes, the list is here. All right. Y luego get con preposición. Todo aquí. 1, 2, 2.5 pages devoted to, dedicadas a, devotadas. 2.5 pages devoted to the verb to get. The standard usage, the usage como casarse, cansarse, aburrirse, mojarse, engordar, asustarse, aburrirse, organizarse, get organized, etc. And then the phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. Yes. Help. Socorro. Phrasal verbs. No. Yes. I prefer the expression compound verbs, verbos compuestos. Es un verbo más preposición. Phrasal verb. No sé por qué dicen, I don't know who invented the expression phrasal verb, but it's not a correct definition in my opinion. It's simply verb with a preposition, a compound verb, si quieres, un verbo compuesto, con preposición, donde se cambia el sentido. For example, to get, repito, es obtener, recibir, ir a por algo, to get. Pero get into is meterse in, to get into. Siempre que implique contorsión corporal. Por ejemplo, entrar en el autobús is to get on the bus. Porque subes 2 peldaños, 2 escalones y estás en una plataforma móvil, cubierto. Eso es el autobús. Pero es una plataforma, es un suelo de autobús. You get on the bus. Pero el coche tienes que contorsionar el cuerpo. It's to get into, meterse in. I'll come back tomorrow with this. It's very interesting. See you tomorrow.